Good morning.
Good morning. Oh my god.
How about that weather? Well, you look pretty. So we've spent the last 3 days showing you beautiful Vancouver, and now it's time to show you her ugly sister. Meet Raincouver. Look at this madness. Look at this rain, guys. Oh my gosh. We picked the rainiest of rainy days that I've seen in about a month. I can show you the world. Alright, Laura, where are we?
We are in Gastown right now, and it's a really cool and unique part of Vancouver. It has a lot of character to it. What?
No,
What? You just me out. It has a lot of character to it, and there's just lots of cool restaurants and coffee shops, and there's a cobblestone road, so we'll go to over that area after lunch, so let's go.
It's also a little bit rougher.
Yes, yeah, it's connected to a part called East Hastings, which is an area where there is a lot of homeless people in Vancouver.
A very large homeless population.
Yeah, so that's one thing, and I actually used to work out in Gastown, so.
What's cool about Gastown is that it is a rougher area, but it's kind of like, you know when derelict areas become cool and hip and trendy? Like this is kind of like the hipster spot here in Vancouver. And as Laura mentioned, lots of really cool places to hang out for food and coffee and drinks. This is often where Laura and I will come if we're going out at night because there's lots of cool bars around here.
We're going to a breakfast spot called Catch 122. And they have all-day breakfast, which is really nice for those of you who like to wake up late, probably like me. I just got a coffee and I have a shot of milk for the morning, but it's going in here.
All the breakfasts here are $13 Canadian, which is like $10 US, which is actually like a really good price to pay to be in such a nice atmosphere and have a good meal. So cute, so cute.
It was delicious. It's the best breakfast I've had so far.
Yeah, that's a bold statement, but I agree. That was the best Eggs Benedict I've ever had.
No,
I think there's some magic ingredients in there, and I'm a little concerned.
I feel like it might
what
be
did they put in there?
Truffle oil. But you don't like truffle oil, so that's what makes me wonder.
It was really good.
Whereas like I love it. It was yeah it was amazing.
On to the next. You're gonna be a star. Right here you have some designer kitchenwares, and right behind it you have people sleeping in the alleyways. That's kind of like Gastown in a nutshell. It's a very odd, contrasty place.
That concerned people are gonna jump the fence.
Yeah, there's some serious barbed reinforcements here. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like a scary place, because like people here are very friendly. Like, yeah, everyone's at different places in life. Gastown is a great area, and it's on the rise.
Yeah.
So this here is the main street of Gastown. It runs down this way, and there's lots of really cool bars and clubs, and right there is the Lamplighter, and Laura and I go out there once in a while. It's a good place.
Yeah, I like it.
Always go while you self-incriminate.
All right, guys, I'm about to show you the world's most overrated tourist attraction, but here it is anyways.
Cool.
It's
I like it.
It's cool.
It's cool, but nothing's.
This is like Gastown's thing to see.
Yes.
Whereas I think Gastown itself is like the thing to see, but if you want to pin it to one item, this is the item that people come and surround themselves for.
You can see Exhibit A.
This here is the Gastown steam clock. Dun da da da. Dun da 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 da. Every hour it makes a noise because all the steam runs through those pipes, but you can constantly see it steaming if that's what you're into. How do you feel? Do you feel your adrenaline pumping?
I do. I used to walk by here every day to go to work, so like I'm kind of used to it, but I still get the little excitement.
But for the audience, they're in wonder right now. This is something else. Look how hidden the mountains are today. It's a good thing we did the helicopter yesterday because the visibility is not great. And there's a bunch of different art exhibits. You can get First Nations art, like that miniature little totem.
Do you want to take a video of this?
You can get an amethyst. For when you have a really spectacular month on AdSense, amethyst. Amethyst? Amethyst?
Okay, yeah, so we got in a few new colors which are sweet for the fall. So we have the Go.
And this is Dish Doer. So they are a denim company. They make awesome pants. I actually have this one pair of joggers that I have worn throughout all of Romania and Bulgaria. I pretty much wore them every single day. And they're made of a special material that like doesn't build up odor, so you can wear them without washing them. It's a great thing when you're traveling.
Yeah, they have nice female stuff too.
Yeah.
No sweat pants. Did the moths get your sweater?
Alright, I'm getting these for my next trip. Laura has gone to get the car, but I want to show you guys one more place. It's a part of Vancouver history, and we don't have the appetite to eat here right now. If you haven't noticed, we've been stuffing our faces with food for the past 3 days. This is Save on Meats. And I was actually reading on the website, there's a little backstory behind this neon sign. Apparently the neon sign was first turned on in 1959. But what's really interesting is that in the 70s, Vancouver had the second most amount of neon lights in the entire world, just behind Las Vegas. But then there was a no neon sign law put in place, and so they actually had to take this down, and so did the rest of Vancouver. But when the law was removed, they brought back the neon sign, and so this is restored to look like it did in 1959, which is really interesting. That's not the cool backstory of the restaurant.
And get you can buy these tokens for $2.25.
Yeah.
And people, you can either leave them with us and donate them to us, or you can take them with you and give them out to people on the street. Instead of giving money to people. It's like so like a form of currency. You know exactly what they're getting for it. They can come inside here and redeem it for like a selection of 5 different sandwiches. So for a lot of people, it's like the only meal that they'd be getting in the day. The owners of the company is called a Better Life Foundation. That's like their charity program. So through that, we subsidize this program, and we do an SRO meal program where we feed over 700 people every day, 365 days a year, living in the SRO buildings down here.
So if you guys are in Gastown, make sure to come check out Save on Meats. You eat on the other side, and for $5.95 they have all-day breakfast. It's going to be the cheapest breakfast you can get in all of Vancouver. You can even get a burger here that was featured on Diners and Dives or some TV show like that, and it's consistently one of the top 10 burgers you can get in the city. That's where I had my 23rd birthday, and this is the place that Laura and I probably go the most frequently.
That right there is BC Place, and that's where a lot of football games are held.
Right here is where I was living, and I was up on the 4th floor. I was like right there, basically. And it's really cool because it's part of my YouTube journey. I mean, this place was amazing. I had such an amazing apartment. I was spending way too much, but it's impossible not to in Vancouver. But I had a decent job, and it was paying me enough that I had the ability to stay here. And you know, it's in Yaletown. It's like arguably one of the more desirable places to live in Vancouver. But when I decided to do YouTube, I had to prematurely get rid of my lease. And it's part of my story. This is why I wanted to stop here and show you guys this, because so much has changed in a matter of 8 months. It was 8 months ago that I was living up there, going to work every day, but not happy. Yeah, I had a great apartment, a great job, but it wasn't making me happy. It was taking away from my life and not adding to it. There is nothing more important than following your passion. My life has changed drastically the past 8 months, but it's been 100% for the better. I am happier than I've ever been, and I'm working harder than I've ever been, but I'm doing what I love, and that's what wakes me up every morning. That's what gets me excited. That's why I do a 5-day vlogging Vancity series and sleep 4 hours a night. Like, it just pumps me up and gets me going with my day. The shiny things in life don't make you happier. Do what makes you happy. So this here is Yaletown.
Oh my god. Ken, why this is so horrible.
Let's turn around. This is Yaletown. This is Yaletown.
I almost peed.
So the reason we put Yaletown and Gastown together is not actually because of the geographic region they're in, because they're actually not like adjacent. They're not touching. You have to drive about 10 minutes to get one from the other, or maybe even about 15 minutes. But the reason we put them together is because they're actually quite similar. So Gastown, as you saw, was very trendy, but also had a bit of a rougher edge to it. Whereas Yaletown is kind of like that same hipster, trendy feel to it, but without the rough edge to it. So prices are a bit higher. This is so Yaletown. Let's go. We have to do this. We've never been in here before. But when in Yaletown, so they have some organically grown plants here. They got some kale, basil, lemon balm. I've never even heard of that one. Good, how are you?
Live microgreens in these units. They automatically water for us, and the lights are automatic as well.
Okay, this is broccoli, pea shoots, a bunch of other healthy stuff, peanut butter, and whey protein.
Yes. Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, would never have thought to put broccoli and pea shoots in here, but...
I know.
Rains are back. So brave. She got us our umbrellas. The biggest Canadian law of them all. I remember the big criminal 3 years ago got arrested for feeding a goose.
I didn't.
You? No, not you.
We are going to Falls Creek, and it's right by the water. They're really nice apartments, expensive apartments, but you have like prime real estate. So
yeah, this is probably the ideal spot to live. I love the view that these apartment buildings have. Look at this parallel park. I just nailed it, guys. Well, a little close on that side. We're back in Gastown. And that's where most nights end, with a good slice of pizza. We're currently going down an alleyway to our final stop. Oh, there's a wedding party in there. Here's like a cheese and coffee shop. This is where we're going. Just arrived at our very last stop, and it is an alleyway here called Blood Alley. And I just asked the owner of the business why that is. And it's because the courthouse used to be just over there back in the day. And this is apparently where the executions would happen if someone was put to death. So they'd be hung here in Blood Alley. It was also known to be an alleyway that you would never want to walk down. Basically, back in the day, you walk from that end to that end, you were lucky if you made it out alive. A seedy area that again has been repurposed by really cool businesses like this one here. And this is the salt tasting room. The only way you'll identify it is that. And that right there is a salt shaker. Can't really make it out. You pick your cheeses, you pair it with some meat, and then you have condiments, and it's all good to go.
We have the finocchiona. It's a classic Italian fennel tasting salami.
We just ordered our cheese platter and meat platter, and I don't know any of these things. They're like, it's like, please describe this one, the Mahone. What's the Mahone cheese? And then they go on to describe it, and like, she's using like all these adjectives and like ingredients that I've never even had, so it's like I still can't get a bearing on what it is, but it's gonna be really good. We ordered the local chèvre with a moussarda. We have Mahone with Guinness mustard and Sicilian with some sort of like a date spread.
No, it's just dates. I love dates.
Just dates. What the heck? When did it get so nice outside?
I don't know when that happened.
I watched Detroit in an hour.
All right, before we had that unexpected interruption, it has been a great day 4 here for vlogging Vancity. Today has been all about food, amazing restaurants, little bars and breakfast places, and some really cool shops.
We just saw a homeless fight break.
We literally
It's kind of scarring.
And it's not over yet. Sounds like they're still kind of yelling at each other. Tomorrow is day 5 and our final day of the vlogging Vancity series. So until then, guys, if you made it this far in the video, please leave it a big thumbs up. Share it with your Vancouver friends or friends who are thinking of coming to Vancouver, and let's get lost again tomorrow. Okay, I had ended the vlog.
I know, but I convinced Christian to get ice cream because I'm a huge ice cream lover. It's a place called Soft Peaks, and it's organic handcrafted ice cream.
We were supposed to be done. We were supposed to stop eating. We're going for ice cream. Wow. So it's actually a honeycomb. I didn't even realize they sold them like that. Ta-da! Remind me to never share a meal with Laura ever again. She takes the honeycomb, and it was really hard to break up. She puts the entire thing in her mouth, bites off her piece, and spits the rest back in the ice cream. And then it's like, all right, here you go, have some. Needless to say, I didn't eat much ice cream. It's for the best. It's like, imagine that Lady and the Tramp scene where they're sharing the spaghetti, except she inhales the spaghetti and then coughs it back into the food. That's pretty much what just happened. For the second time, let's get lost again tomorrow.
Fan of the day.